Hello students, in this video we will study about the magnetic boundary conditions. As shown in the figure, this is the plane which is separating the two mediums. This is the plane which is separating the two mediums. Above is the medium 1 and below is the medium 2. Medium 1 has permeability in mu1 which is mu 0 into mu r1, and medium 2 has permeability of mu 2 which is mu 0 into mu r2. Now in the medium 1 there is magnetic field H1 which can be resolved into two components. One is tangential component which is parallel to the plane H tan1, and another one is Hn1 which is perpendicular to the plane. And similarly in the medium 2 magnetic field is H2, and there can be two components. One is H tan2 and another one is Hn2. H tan2 is the parallel to the plane and Hn2 is perpendicular to the plane. Now we want to find out the relationship between the tangential and normal components. So we know one equation for the magnetic field, that the surface integration for the closed surface of the B vector, B dot ds vector, it is equal to 0, which is called as law of conservation of the magnetic flux density. Then to apply this rule we need closed surface. So this is a cylinder which will behave as a closed surface, and closed surface has the three surfaces: top, bottom, and curved surface. This is a curved surface. But with the curved surface, this Bn1 and Bn2 both are making 90-degree angle, so dot product will be 0. So we will calculate for the top and bottom surface. For the top surface, the direction of Bn1 is below, but ds vector is above in this way. So the Bn1 and ds vector, these are making theta is equal to 180 degree. And similarly for the bottom surface we are observing Bn2 and ds that both are in the same direction, so the angle is 0 degree. So now B vector dot ds vector is equal to 0. This is the rule for the, this is the Maxwell equation also. So for the top surface minus sign will come because theta is 180 degree, and for the bottom surface there will be plus sign. So minus 1, let the total area of the top surface is A. So minus Bn1 into A plus Bn2 into A is equal to 0. After solving Bn1 is equal to Bn2. So this is one of the boundary condition for the magnetic field. And mu1 Hn1 is equal to mu2 Hn2. We can also write it, or we can write Hn1 by Hn2 is equal to mu2 by mu1. So Hn1 by Hn2 it is equal to mu2 by mu1. It is one of the important boundary condition. Now we want to calculate the relationship between tangential component. To calculate the relationship between tangential component, we will use Ampere's law. And Ampere's law is in the closed path, the circulation of H vector, it is equal to I enclosed. Now we are taking this closed path, and the closed path is A, B, C, D, E, F, A. So this is the closed path, A, B, C, D, E, F, A. Right. In the AB path, H tan2 component will be in the same direction, but Hn2 component will be perpendicular, so dot product will be 0. For the BC path, we will take hn2 component. For the CD path, we will take hn1 component. For the DE path, we will take H101 component because HN1 component will make 90-degree angle, so no need to take it. Dot product will be 0. For the EF path, we will take HN1 component, and for FA path, we will take HN2 component. So now we are applying the Ampere's law, which is the circulation of H vector. It is equal to current enclosed. Let I enclosed, it is equal to 0. If I enclosed is equal to 0, it means a separating plane has no current. Separating plane has no current. The plane which is separating the two medium does not contain any current. In this case, the circulation of H vector dot dl vector, it is equal to 0 because current is 0. So now we are taking for AB path, BC path, CD path, DA path, and EF path and FA path, because this closed path contains all these paths. Now for AB path, integration of dl, it is L because its length is L. For the BC path, integration of dl is H1 because its length is H1, as shown in the figure. The length of the AB path is L, the length of the BC path is H1, the length of CD path is H2, and the length of DE path is L, and the length of EF path is H2, and the length of the FA path is H1. So we will put all this data here. H102 into L minus HN2 into H1 minus HN1 into H2 minus H101 into L. Integration of dl, it is total length. So we are putting the total length here, and this term is cancelling with this term, and this term is cancelling with this term. So after solving, we are getting H101 is equal to H102, and this is our required condition. But case number 2, if current enclosed is not equal to 0, it means current exists on the surface which is separating the two mediums. So in this case, H vector dot dl vector, it means the circulation of H vector, it is equal to current enclosed. So we will put all this data here, whatever we have put there, but the current enclosed will be equal to K into L. And in this case, the required condition will be equal to mod of H102 minus H101, it is equal to K. But its vector form is more important. Its vector form is H101 minus H102 cross product with AN12, it is equal to K. But what is AN12? AN12 is a unit normal vector joining medium 1 to medium 2. So H101 minus H102 cross AN12, it is equal to K. This is the important condition. The numerical comes into the GATE exam and another competition exam from this condition. So this is very, very, very important for GATE point of view. So thank you for watching the video.